guys, it's Shereé, and today I'm going to be sharing with you my sewing plans for the month of September. Now I know that we're pretty deep into September and I have been sewing and I have been prepping for the rest of the month. So those are the things that I'm going to share with you, is the items that I've prepped to continue to sew for the rest of the month. The things that I've already sewn, I'll show you in my September makes video since I'm late putting this video up. First things first, if you're new to my channel, welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by. Please do subscribe and also give me a thumbs up at the end of the video if you enjoyed it. For my returning subscribers, thank you so much for your continued support. I truly appreciate you and I truly appreciate your comments. So please continue to leave me comments. All right, let's get into these plans. So what I've done is I have pre-cut fabric and patterns and bagged them in little recyclable bags. Whenever I get something in a bag like this, I always save it, and normally I would use it for like dirty diapers, but since I haven't been changing any dirty diapers lately, I have been using them for storing my projects. So this first thing that I'll be making is a Bertha cardigan from Tilly and the Buttons. And this is going to be my third one that I've made since I purchased the Make It Simple book. And I'm going to be using the same fabric that I used for my children's shirts that I made them. And it is a gray fabric with lions, and I love it because it's got yellow. So you know how I feel about yellow, it makes me very happy. So it's going to be a cardigan that I can see myself wearing a lot. And I'm really excited to make it. If you haven't made a cardigan before, this is a very simple pattern to follow, and I suggest that you check it out. So there is a theme in the things that I plan on making, and most of them are layering and cozy. So you will find that there are more cardigans in this video than you'll probably see in future videos. But I noticed that that was a shortage that I have in my wardrobe, so that's why I focused on that. All right, so I have the Milo cardigan by Seamwork, and it's a lovely long cardigan with a button front, and then it has pockets on the front as well. And so I've been wanting a cardigan like this to replace some old ones that I really wore them out. I mean, they were really raggedy looking, so I'm excited to replace them, and this time with something that I made versus something that I purchased. So I'll be making it out of this really beautiful blue sweatshirt material. I'm very drawn to this color ever since I made my boys' dungarees. So I have other plans for things in the same exact color but different fabrics. So you'll see those soon. But I'm excited to have a cardigan in this color, and I know that I'll get a lot of wear out of it. Plus it's going to be super warm and cozy. So that's this one. Next in my plans, I have, okay, so this is the McCall's M7294. I shared with you in my August Makes video the version B here, and I made it in a purple fabric with butterflies, if you remember, with deep front pockets. Well, this time I'm making one that doesn't have pockets. It's actually cut on a diagonal, and it just kind of rolls up around the neck and down the front, and there are no pockets. It just kind of has that slope back design, and I'm really excited to be able to test this out. It required very little fabric. Actually, I can tell you it required a little over 1.5 yards of fabric, so it was perfect. I had a remnant left over from a project that I can't share with you right now, but it was a really pretty warm cozy fabric, and it's a great color. It is like a really light blue color, but it has that French terry look on the outside, and then on the back side it's got this really soft cotton feel. It actually reminds me of pulled cotton balls, so it's nice and warm and cozy, and I can just imagine myself wearing this so often this fall and winter. And so that'll be my third cardigan that I'll be making out of the things that I've prepped, and I'm so excited about it. You will see that I am drawn to funky patterns and prints, so if that's not your style, then I'm sorry, but maybe you can get some inspiration from the actual patterns that I'm sharing instead. But I really like to be creative and fun with my projects. So this next item that I'll be making is actually the Seamwork Ruby. It is a zip front hoodie, and I'm really excited to make this because I've never made one before. Now, I've installed zippers a few times in different projects, some of which I shared, some of which I haven't shared yet, but I've never actually done a visible zipper. They've all been invisible zippers. So I'm excited, and maybe you can help me out. I'm trying to determine what color zipper I should use. I will be using this beautiful sweatshirt fabric. It is very lightweight, but it's bright in color, and it's just fun, and I can see myself really enjoying wearing this. And so I'm trying to decide between this bright like hot pink here, which does not match the fabric. I don't know if you can see on the camera. I do have my ring light on today. It doesn't match the fabric, but I still think it might look cute. Or just using a white zipper, which there is white in the fabric. So if you can help me out, I really appreciate it. Please do comment below whether you think the zipper in white would be best or the zipper in pink would be best. A part of me wants to say that I should do the pink zipper because I'm a mess, you guys. I rarely wear white because I spill on myself all the time. Also, I work with children and they touch me and get stuff on me, dirt, food, you name it, boogers. I know it's gross, but like this is my life. So it happens, and so wearing white things is usually not a good idea for me. But I don't know, I still am kind of on the fence because I think it might look also very cute. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you think mixing this hot pink with this light pink and red would be okay for my zipper. I really want to hear what you have to say. Now this ruby, there is also another version of this sweatshirt that does not have a zipper, and I plan on trying that again in the future. But first, I really want to give it a go and see if I can make this sweatshirt with a front zipper. Now this fabric I purchased, I believe the store is called Brazella, and I believe it's a UK store. It was really challenging to make the decision to purchase this fabric. I also got other colorways, which I'll show you, only because when you purchase things from, you know, other countries, it can take a really long time for the fabric to arrive, and sometimes it costs a lot of money for shipping and handling. And so first of all, you're purchasing by the half meter, so that's something to consider. And then there is the shipping. And for some companies, like there have been other fabric stores I've wanted to shop, but then they tell me after I place my order and paid that it's going to be an additional amount of money because of getting things through customs or whatever the case may be. There's an additional charge, and I end up either having to cancel my order or purchasing it and then not being 100% happy with what I received. But I can tell you that when I received these items, it was well worth the wait and the price. I got a couple of others I'll show you. I got this one here, which is gorgeous. It's another sweatshirt material, and it's black with lemons on it. And so I'm really excited to make either a cardigan or a sweatshirt out of this fabric. I got about meter and a half of this. And then I also got this one as well, which I think is so cute. And it's apples, which is totally fitting for someone who works with kids. But it's blue. It's got actually 3 different colors of blue. And then it has these really beautiful bright red apples. And one thing I love about this fabric is upon washing it, you know, I always wash my fabrics before I cut them up and sew them. I expected a lot of shrinkage, and there wasn't a lot of shrinkage, and also the colors didn't fade at all, which is really impressive because I find that quite a few of the sweatshirt fabrics that I purchased, I might get balling on them, or the color isn't as vibrant after it's been washed. So I was excited to see that this held true to color and it didn't shrink a lot after I washed it. All right, so next I have, oh yes, I'm excited to make this. This is the Penelope 10-4. You've seen that I've made a couple of these before in the past, and this is made by Jack's Mom pattern. And I'm going to be using this really great corduroy, and I'm going to do the mini version of the dress because I found that doing the full length version, it was just a little bit too long for me. And I'm kind of on the shorter side. I'm 5'4", and I have a short torso, so I felt like it made my body look too small for the dress, like it was drowning me. So when I made my what is it called, upcycle of my pinafore dress that I made out of my husband's jeans, I made the mini version and the length was perfect. So I'm going to make it again, only I'm going to make it out of this really beautiful corduroy. And if it comes out great, I have plans to make it also in red corduroy, but we'll see how it goes. But I've already prepped and cut everything out for this one, and it's going to be my first time sewing corduroy. So I hope it's an easy experience, but regardless, I'm excited to give it a try, and I can't wait to show you what it looks like when it comes out. So after that, I have, oh, okay. So I had made my son a long sleeve shirt out of this fabric with the lions, the gray with the lions. And 2 things happened. I think it shrunk a little bit in the wash, and then also he had a growth spurt. So I'm making him another one in a larger size. I lengthen the arms and the hem so that, because it fits him still perfectly in the shoulders and everything and in the body. So I just lengthen the arms and the hem so that he can wear it a little bit longer, and then I'll be giving the one that he was wearing to his younger brother. All right, so next I'm making another pair of Heyday dungarees made by Jack's mom, and I'm going to be using this really beautiful, I'm so excited about this, you guys. I'm going to be using this really beautiful twill, and it is like a khaki color, and it has all these really beautiful bright flowers on him. Some of them are yellow, and there's this really great coral pink and white. And lots of green leaves and vines. I just think it's really cute, and I think that I'll get a lot of wear out of it. Right now, while it's still in the 70s, I can wear it with a tank top or a t-shirt underneath, and then in the cooler days and leading into winter, I can switch it out to wearing turtlenecks or long sleeve shirts. So I think this is going to be a really good transitional dungaree for me this fall and winter, so I'm making that. Okay, I have one last thing. And as I mentioned before, there's other things I have planned to make. I just don't have all the supplies that I need to make them. So if I have time and I'm able to, I might do a part 2 video, or I might just surprise you and show them to you in my September makes video. But this is the last thing that I have already prepped, and this is the Ellie. It's a long sleeve shirt by Seamworks, and it has buttons on the chest here in the front. I'm excited to try this, and it's a very simple looking pattern, so I'm hoping that it comes out really nicely. I have found that I've made lots of seamwork tops so far, and actually I'm wearing one now. This is in the Natalie. I'll just see if you it's in my favorite fabric. It's this really great quilter's cotton fabric. It's so soft. I got it from fabric.com, and I love it because it has all of these really great vintage sewing inspired pictures all over it. We got scissors, beautiful dresses, vintage sewing machines, we have spools of thread, and there's just all these really great sewing related things all over it, and I just love it so much. So, but this is my third version. I made 2 other versions that were all slightly different. The first one I made a full size 8, and now what I found with Seamworks patterns is that a full size 8 fits my body really well, but it doesn't fit my bust very well. So for the second version that I made, I actually increased the bust area. I did a full bust adjustment, and that worked really nicely, and the shirt looks great. But I felt like because I have a short torso and because I'm kind of smaller framed, the shirt just kind of swallowed me up. So in this final version, which is my favorite version, it hits me right at the top of my hips because I've shortened it by 3 inches, and also the arms are not as long and don't point out as much to the sides because I tapered them and I decreased the length of them by 1.5 inches. So I'm slowly learning my pattern size with Seamworks, and what I find is for sweaters or oversized things, a size 10 is the way to go for me without having any adjustments to make. But when I'm making something fitted like this, making a size 8 in the shoulders and in the body works really nice, but I still need a size 10 bust, so I can just grade between sizes without necessarily having to do a full bust adjustment. And in some of them I have done a full bust adjustment, but I'm in between an 8 and a 10, and so for this one I did grade between sizes, and I think it will work out really nicely. I hope to make a couple of these, but I'm going to be starting out with this really great fall inspired fabric here. It is a lyocell fabric. It's black and it has fall leaves all over it, and within the leaves there's all these really great colors. There's blue, yellow, red. I just love it so much, and it's so soft and lightweight. The only thing I don't like about this fabric and why I chose it as my test run for this project is that after I washed it the first time, and I always wash in cold water, it faded, and it looks like there's like a thin veil of like white lint. I've tried lint rolling it. It just is the way the fabric is. Like the color just changed after I washed it. It kind of faded. So I think this is perfect for a test run. I will still wear it and enjoy it very much, but I don't want to make this in the more expensive, nicer fabric until I know how it fits really nice, you know, and using a test fabric. So that is the last thing that I plan to make in the month of September. Please do let me know what you plan on sewing this month. This is National Sewing Month, and so I'm hoping that everyone is having time or finding time to do some sewing if you love to sew, or feeling inspired after watching this video or other sewing videos, and just really enjoying this month. But thank you so much for watching this video. Please do give me a thumbs up. Please do subscribe, and I hope that you have a wonderful day. Bye.